Hey, what's up y'all, and welcome to my channel. So in today's video I will be bringing you all another hair tutorial, and my client will be getting a quick weave bob today. And as you can see, her hair is extremely long, so we're going to be doing a middle part quick weave bob, just because the middle would be the shortest part of her hair. The top will be the shortest part of her hair in comparison to where the bun, excuse me, not the bun, in comparison to where the bob will actually fall. So I'm going to start by sectioning out my client's sleeve out, and I'm going to begin to do the mold that will lie under the quick weave. What I did want to quickly mention about the braids is that you don't want to apply the cornrow like directly on the perimeter of her hairline, because it won't be flat right there. You need it to be flat in those areas so that the tracks can lie flush to her head versus directly on top of a braid. So once I get her braids done, I'm going to go ahead and use the old school gel, black gel, and further mold her hair. So I'm applying the black gel around the hairline as well as the part that's directly next to where her leave out will be. And this is just going to ensure that all of her real hair is out of the way when I get to gluing the tracks down. So I'm going to apply the gel in those areas I just mentioned, and then place her under the dryer for about 20 minutes just to get that gel dried down. So after her 20 minutes under the hooded dryer, I'm then going to apply this stocking cap over top of the braids, and I'm going to go in and apply the liquid protectant cap. And I believe it's Morning Glory. I'm going to show it here in a second, but yeah, I'm just going to put one cap on. I know people do this a number of different ways, but this is the way I like to do it, and it works every time, and no glue gets on my client's hair. I do quick weaves all the time, and we never have an issue with glue on the hair or glue taking the hair out. So here is the clip of what I was talking about, the protective shield, and I'm going to use a color brush to apply it all over her head, making sure to really get the parameters and to apply a little bit of force when I'm pressing this product in, just so that I can make sure the cap actually sticks to her head. And then I'm going to place her back under the hooded dryer for another 20 minutes to make sure this is fully dry as well. So here is the brand of hair that I'm using. I'm sorry I didn't get the color of the colored hair. I didn't get that. But yeah, my client wants a peekaboo bob. So she doesn't want too much color in the bob, just enough to kind of peek through when the wind blows her hair or what have you. So I'm going to start by laying the tracks at the bottom, except I'm not going to lay them directly on the bottom. As you can see, I'm about a good 1.5 inches away from where that cap stops, just because whenever you do a bob, you don't want to start right on the nape of someone's neck, because you're going to be cutting that part, and it's going to be very difficult to style if you go in and cut it extremely short, and it's also just simply unnecessary. So I'm gonna start right here, and yeah, you can see where that track is lying flat right behind her ear. That's the reason we don't put a braid directly behind her ear. So at this point, after I've laid about 3 or 4 tracks, I'm going to go ahead and start curving the tracks upward. This is going to make sure that the hair falls in her face and it connects perfectly with the leave out this way as well. And I think I mentioned this in another video of mine, a sewing video perhaps, but this is the best way to make sure that your leave out blends seamlessly with the extensions. So now we're at a part of the quick weave that can actually make or break the whole style, which is this hump right here. So this is what you want to do to make sure that hump doesn't show through your quick weave. You want to take a track, and it's going to be on this next track here that I lay, and you are going to apply that as tightly as you can right across the braid. See how there's no hump anymore? It's extremely flat, but you want to make sure you anchor the track just right in between the cornrows, as you can see there, and kind of pull it as tight as you can over to the other side. I hope that makes sense, but that's the best way. That's why I like to do these bigger but flatter braids, just because there's so much space that you can lay the tracks in between the braids. So here I'm just checking to make sure that's enough of the peekaboo color for her, and she said it was, so we move right along. So now I'm going to begin actually cutting the bob with my peanut trimmers. And so, as I stated before, my client's hair is very long, so we're going to end up having to make the length of the bob as long as the leave out that she has. So this is why a middle part was a great option, because at the top of your head the hair doesn't fall as long, so she can actually still get a bob. It's going to be a longer bob, but it's a bob nonetheless. So in a second I'm going to switch to my white cape so you all can see and so I can better see. But we're going for just a blunt straight across bob, no layers at all, so you're not going to see me elevate the hair at all. I'm going to do everything flush to her shoulder, her nape, my hand, but we're not elevating the hair at all. y'all, here is the finished look. As you can see, we got a little bit of peekaboo action, not too much, nothing too much. And the bob just moves effortlessly and it looks like her real hair. It looks like she got her real haircut. So I appreciate you all so much for watching, and let me know in the comment section if you have any questions or what other hairstyles you'd like to see from my channel. So with that being said, thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next one.